Dylan chose the wrong team. So this gets to be the the redo of this. Gotta love the scout. I'm memeing in jest, obviously. We'll see how this goes. I did not put much time into this, but let's have some fun anyway. I gotta love bugs. Gotta love Mega Blaziken. I'm a big Rolex fan. I do believe that Scrafty is really good into this. You know, minus getting aerialated. I don't even think I would mind leading. Well, the biggest problem is like Metagross. Oh, I guess I have Stomping Tantrum. I kind of work him over a little bit. But also just having Venusaur is really great. Especially with his Mega. So I think I kind of want to do that. And then... Or even just like go Blastoise as well. I forget if he has, yeah, he does not have that stuff. So being annoying out of the gate, that's fine by me. If he wants to burn me, I don't care. And I want that and probably Venusaur in the back. I think that'll be fine. Late game sleep, see how that works out. And I don't think that Raichu is as good of a matchup. Although he might think that I'm bringing the Raichu anyway and then not bring the T-Tar. I'll be curious to find out. But if I could Icy Wind the Blaziken, only thing I'm doing right now is I'm going to fake out the Blastoise and then I'm going to go ahead and fire off some Muddy Waters. That's all I give a shit about. Ooh, also... Oh, it's back down now. Wrong target. Yeah, and he very well could just go ahead and... what's it called? Mega Evolve Protect. I'm about to find out. Alright, so he probably also is a support set. And neither of us has revealed which guy we're actually going to Mega Evolve, which is funny. And I didn't even get a hit off. He probably expected me to want to do the stuff of Mega Evolving because I'm big on Mega Blastoise. Because I love it. If we look at who else is on the party, Snarl could be okay. Just to lower the Blastoise's everything. So even like Snarl plus Aura Sphere or Icy Wind would be sick. Just to lower like all the speed around me. Muddy Water is also still like generically good because not a lot of things other than the Blastoise that's in front of me would care about it. Back that up. I want to click this and then I look at the moves because it doesn't have a great switch into it regardless. So I think I just want to do the same move. And we're going to find out. Because I'm just going to Snarl anyway. And I'm going to Muddy Water. That's fine. Aura Sphere, I'm really bulky. I have like no attack investment on that Scrafty. So we get a Muddy Water off here. That's going to hurt the Blaziken a bunch, and I'm going to get off a Muddy, or I'm going to get off a Snarl. You have to imagine the Blaziken's physical no matter what, and he's going to protect on the next turn. But this also knocks the Blastoise down a little bit. And I could probably just get up a Drain Punch. And Blastoise is still really healthy. Because like I think the Blaziken is going to protect here, no matter what. So we can fire off into that, and I can also fire off an Aura Sphere into Dan, or we Muddy Water again and just be an asshole. I would be down for that, which is fine. Muddy Water is also a thing. I don't want to reveal Icy Wind just yet. I think I'm okay with that, especially if I have single target into the Blastoise, and he's switching out again. So we could be going back into another guy for this, so now he can actually utilize the Protect that I thought was going to come out, but I'm going to Drain Punch and Muddy Water here. And he does have the Wide Guard on Steelix, probably. That's really unfortunate. That really makes me upset. Did not get a lot of damage off on that. So whether he's like HJK or something else, I'm not entirely sure. But now we have to specifically Wide Guard, or avoid the Wide Guard is the idea here. So we're going to switch out Scrafty. Probably into Venusaur because he doesn't have... He's not going to use like a fire move into Scrafty, and I would rather do the thing on him. And he'll probably either CC into Blastoise or do something else. So we can just Aura Sphere... Probably. I don't know if it's going to Aura Sphere the Blaziken or the Steelix. Steelix could just hedge on going for the Wide Guard. I'm not entirely sure though, and I kind of just want to deal with this Blaziken because I've got the Metagross in the back. That's kind of where my thoughts are. So I'm okay with bringing in the Venusaur, that's fine. The Steelix is the one who goes for the Mega Evolution. Probably going to go for either Heavy Slam or High Horsepower just to get the strong damage off, but he's still slow with walls. I don't really care what... Yeah, exactly. I just didn't want Scrappy to get hurt there, so I'm very okay with that. And I'm just going to fire off on the Blaziken because I do not want my Metagross to have to like deal with this, so I'm very okay with that. And I thought he would go for the Wide Guard. I just kind of wanted to play around it a little bit. Him dodging the first Muddy Water just kind of... it's so frustrating sometimes. But this will work out fine. That didn't do a ton of damage. And I still think I'm going to hold my Mega for a little bit longer. I just don't have a need for it. Not yet. And I'll still Aura Sphere the... If anything, I'll Protect on the following turn, because he can't bring in the Tyranitar yet, because he's going to lose his Sand on the following turn. So he's going to go out into this. I'm very okay to just... Because he could Protect or go for Fake Out, and I don't have a Protect on this. And I don't know if he wants to go for a specific move otherwise. However, going for, Giga Drain is fine here, and then also just going for Aura Sphere, because I do not want to get hit by the Muddy Water, or get the Wide Guard, sorry. I just don't want to get hit by Wide Guard. So, Blastoise probably has Fake Out. I'm okay with that. If he takes out my Venusaur, that's fine. I'll just go into my Metagross, and that will probably seal everything up, because I don't think that he's going to be able to deal with Blastoise plus that. Yeah, there's the Fake Out. I'm going to go ahead and suck up a bunch of life off of Dan. I'm fine with that. Sandstorm ends, and then he's forced to bring in Tyranitar, which will have the same. So he will have that up the entire time. And I'll be curious if he goes for High Horsepower or Heavy Slam. Okay, High Horsepower. Hey, I also missed Muddy Water. Stuff happens. Inaccurate moves suck. Tyranitar comes back out. He gets this thing back up. And I think Metagross just kind of handles it. We'll still go Giga Drain here. Actually, let's back that up. I'm okay with going for Earth Power, and then just Aura Sphere, or, yeah, Aura Sphere's fine. Let's just get some damage down. And that didn't even do anything. Damn, he's so bulky. I actually, also, I don't have, like, a ton of investments, so that's not, like, not possible. Especially in this same game. So I'll probably lose both here if he has if he goes for double Rock Slide. He does. That's both. That's fine. He probably doesn't have Wide Guard then, or he's hiding it. Don't want to think about it like that. However, I do think that it is important to keep in the back of my mind so we don't freak out. So we're going to get Scrafty in, and then we're also going to get Metagross in. And Metagross with Stomping Tantrum, pretty solid. And then Scrafty just being able to neuter both of their offensive stats, pretty great. And I think even Mega Evolving Scrafty here is probably the best idea. Ooh. Tough Claws. Stomping Tantrum. Mega Evolve for the second. I think that's not bad. Yeah, Mega Evolve for the second one. And we go after the Mega Steelix. And then I'm okay to just Iron Head the I'm speed invested, so I think we'll be okay. And I wanted to see the Purple Jacket anyway. I don't see him a ton. At least I don't see him a ton from Ladder. That doesn't happen very much. So we'll get off the second Intimidate that cuts their attacks in half. Heals for Protect. I'm gonna go ahead and Iron Head the Tyranitar. He probably crunches me or goes for something else, but the Iron Head takes care of that just fine. And I know that I'm faster than him. And that should just clean up good. So he probably brings the Sableye next turn, just because I brought a bunch of physical attackers that kind of ran through his team, especially the sand portion of it. I think Sableye is coming, which is kind of obnoxious. And I don't even mind bringing... leading Blastoise plus Raichu seems like not terrible. But it's just like Raichu is just so weak. That's the biggest issue. You have to be really careful with it. But I am down to give it a shot. Like, actually. I gotta look at this and see this again. Yeah, we're timid, max speed. I have Fake Out, which is good. I imagine he might even lead off with the Blaziken, but I'm kind of just scared of having all of that there in front of me. I like Scrafty still as the other Fake Out pressure, and if we're gonna bring Raichu, then we're gonna Mega Evolve it, and that's fine by me. Venusaur is kind of just good against most of his guys, except for like the Pinsir and also the Blaziken, as you'd expect. However, God, close combat against that, it like dealing with the Blaziken, it could actually be really difficult. But Blastoise is pretty tanky, provided he doesn't go for, I don't know if he has Flare Blitz or Fire Punch or Blaze Kick. I just kind of want to try something else here with and bring in something different now. See if I can catch him off guard. And he did decide to go with an entirely different, so I feel like I called that fairly well. Because he can fake me out regardless. My Fake Out will go first, but he will have Encore as well. So I'm going to go for Icy Wind with the Blastoise. And since he's going to have flying stuff, I'm curious. I just don't really want to get like Encore, which is the difficult part here. This also might just lose it for me. I don't know what like Pinsir's rocking, but I do know that I want to get off this Icy Wind, just to kind of like put the Mega Pinsir down. The Sableye is whatever to me. Yeah, I'm not sure why he would want to go for Taunt here. So I just wanted to start knocking stuff out. And then we have Icy Wind. And that's like my only form of speed control. On the Zabber. There's Popcorn, but that's very tough to deal with. Guess here comes the Protect. So we basically have to Zap Cannon the Sableye. And I'm also just down some Muddy Water again. Or just this time. Yeah, there's Protect. And I think he might option select the other thing to do. Will-O-Wisp doesn't really matter, because I'm not physical at all. But it is residual damage, that's just what's going to happen. Gonna Zap Cannon correctly. And that gets rid of the Sableye. So now he cannot switch anymore. I can bring in the Scrafty pretty much for free into the Blastoise slot. Switch out Raichu. Raichu has Fake Out, so I can keep bringing that in. I don't know if he goes for Mega Blaziken. He probably will now that he actually has the free thing. And then there's the Steelix. I feel like this is where he would go for it. It's like, do you die to the thing? I don't know. I mean, we could prank him again. I don't really need the Venusaur here. Icy Wind really doesn't, like, help out because it's going to be faster than everything no matter what I do. It's frustrating. I kind of just want to protect and get damage off on this thing. Or switch out and then get damage off on this thing. So we're going to go for the getting Venusaur in here. If I can get Scrafty in and then once again get the double Intimidate off, that's fine by me. Because he just goes for the Mega Blitz. That's okay. The biggest thing is that he can't hit both. And then there's that. So I'm attacking into this Blaziken. I wonder if he goes for CC again. No, he went for Flare. That is the other option select, and that's totally fine. It hurts him, and like the Aura Sphere is going to go off regardless. And this gives me the option of going into Scrafty for the Intimidate, and also the Fake Out. Also just predicted that for the other guy. Man, Blastoise he just doesn't got it unless he's going for his own Mega Evolution. This is pretty much what I wanted though. Make their attacks less. It doesn't matter how fast the Blaziken is. He's gonna protect this turn. I'm pretty sure. And then I can lock down the skills. Yeah, most cases. And I already Mega Evolved the Pikachu, so I have another Fake Out in the back. So we're just gonna go ahead and fake that one out. I did decide to not attack the... Okay. He had enough of me. But I put a lot of bulk into that boy, so it's not even no worry. It does seem like he doesn't want to click. Okay, we're just gonna say if he's got Wide Guard, he's got Wide Guard. And we're gonna go ahead and Drain Punch the Blaziken and go for the Immortal. Or even Protect here. I think he CC'd Scrafty though. Yeah. That was my thought. And he didn't die, which is great. So we're gonna get this Muddy Water off. And it should kill the Blaziken. And do a lot to the Steelix. Oh, it killed both, great. That's a nice dope. That felt pretty good. And I did like having the Pikachu come, or the Raichu come in there for like just an entirely different game plan. Get hard and fast immediately up front. So GG's Dylan, that was a lot of fun. An interesting team though, with like the idea of having Wolfie on there with the Rolex. I do love that. GG's though.